What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com, and I am super pumped. We have a 98 Electroglide. 98 Electroglide. It's got the Evo motor, and this thing is so incredibly well maintained. I mean, look how clean the engine is. Painted inner fairing, street glide mirrors. I'm just so pumped. I'm so pumped with this bike. Got Reinhardt pipes, and it runs so well. Let's take it for a spin. I'm gonna tell you guys. I mean, this bike has really revealed to me why people love the Evo motor. All right, guys. I forgot to grab a Bible verse. You know what? I'm gonna go grab one. The brakes are so perfect. A little extra slack in the throttle. That could be adjusted by adjusting those wires.
Yep. Correct. Alright, thank you very much.
Alright, guys, let's do the words of wisdom. Hebrews 11:1. Oh no! It flew off too fast. Normally it doesn't fly off until like Harrisburg Pike. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Amen. All right, so if you've hung out for this long, you might as well just hang out for the rest of the test drive. I am so impressed with this bike. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first jumped on it, I didn't notice like the analog tripometer and speed. What is that? Tripometer and odometer. And I really thought, I was like, was that like an 07? I didn't look. I was, obviously there's more signs that I'll show you that it's not, but just how clean it was, and the painted inner fairing, and I love what this guy did to it. And I'm so impressed with how well it runs. It's a 98. It's fuel injected. A lot of people don't know that Harley Davidson was doing fuel injections back in the what's up, guys? Back in the 90s. When there are some, and every Harley was fuel injected after I think 06, somewhere around there. When there are still some Suzukis that are carbureted. I honestly, painting the inner fairing, in my humble opinion, is one of the best modifications that you could do to a bike. And you want to know why? It's one of the modifications that you get to enjoy 100% of the time. Look how much cooler it looks. It looks so good. I don't know why they don't paint all the inner fairings. They're normally black and they get all faded right here, and it would look all dated. And so when the Evo motor came out, it was a pretty big deal. And even to this day, people love the Evolution motor. that Harley Davidson made. You hear tons of people who they have a couple 100,000 miles on these motors. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been rebuilt a couple times. Maybe not. Maybe some guys are not. You know what I mean? That's fine. Just people love them. People love the characteristics of them. People like that they ran good. They had enough power. These were 80 cubic inch motors, and they weren't like speed demons. They weren't super crazy high horsepower, but you know what they were? They were enough, and they were good, and they were reliable, and they were consistent. If you have to pull a hill with a passenger and luggage, you're going to have enough power. You got plenty of power. I mean, this really just goes to show, and this is not a bad thing, this is a good thing. This is kind of what Harley stands on in many ways, is that Harley Davidsons don't change that much. They really, it's not like they change in the best ways, but they hold true to the things that people love about Harley Davidson, and I think that's awesome. Now, you just got to make sure that the people buying it change with you, and in many cases, that is what's happening. A lot, you hear a lot of riders, and they're like, "Well, I ride sport bikes, but now I change over to a Harley Davidson because I got a wife and kids, and I don't want to die." And that's just kind of such good power. A lot of guys argue about the vibration of the Harleys, and they smooth it out very well. I've ridden some other I've ridden some import cruiser bikes that actually have more vibration than this while you're cruising, while moving. I'm so impressed with this bike. But the fact that you can have a bike like this age, I mean, 98, that's pretty old. 30, is that 30 years? No, hold up. 98. 2000, 20 years. $20 years old, and still look this good. The average person would look at this bike and you'd be like, yeah, it's a 2012, and they'd be like, all right, okay. I don't know. They don't know any difference. The average motorcycle enthusiast would be like, wow, that's a 98? That looks and runs amazing. And like I said, I was riding some old import bike the other day, GS 750. And riding it, and it felt so great. It was so much fun to ride, and I feel like this connects us riders. It's not like old time riders, and don't put a gap between old time riders and new riders. We're the same people. We're just got into it at a different time. You know what I mean? So when I ride these older bikes, I'm like, this is awesome. This is the same feeling that I love when I ride a newer one. I really thought about going. So a lot of times my experience with the older Harleys may be similar to some of yours. Never with the fuel injected ones, but a lot of times, you have to do some goofy stuff to them. You gotta flip the throttle a couple times, pull the choke out a couple times, turn the fuel on. You gotta face Mecca. You gotta pray a couple times. Then you gotta do your cross on your chest, tap the tank, all these weird things to get it started. Then you gotta let it idle for 30 minutes. and then you take it easy for the next couple days, and then at that point you can actually give it full throttle. And that was my experience, and I think what I'm figuring out is that there was something wrong with those motorcycles. They weren't supposed to do that, you know. When you ride an actual good running Harley Davidson, you fire it up and it's good, you know what I mean? Let it warm up, don't get onto it right away. But it's like, this is what they were making. And I think the issue with those older bikes is people always wanted to mod them up, put goofy carburetors on there and change things, and they got so far away from stock and the way it was meant to be that you gotta do all these goofy things to keep them running. And I mean, I'm surprised when I hop on a 98 bike like this and I'm like, this is a modern bike. It's no different than you and I. It's just, we're all the same. So I'm pumped. I love this bike. This thing will sell fast. Guys, if you're looking to transport your motorcycle and transport it because you just bought a new one or it broke down or whatever, you need the best straps out there, and the best straps out there are tank strap tie downs. They're currently, look on the link below, but they're currently for sale on Amazon. It's the only tie down strap that we use at Srkcycles, and they are the baddest straps out there, rated at 10,000 pounds, absolute overkill. We stole these straps from the aviation industry, and we get them custom made for us. All right, guys, remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. We'll see you guys later. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles, and thanks for watching the video. Click here to subscribe, click here to see more content, and as always, check out the description box to see our latest inventory and our killer deals, to see how to win a free motorcycle, and also to see our latest bikes and beards gear. We'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.